So I thought I wouldn't mind getting a welder, so I went out and bought myself a Boss welder, which I'd researched quite a bit on the internet, and come up with this little guy, the old Boss Weld mst185. So today I thought I'd just do a quick preview. I haven't used it much, so it won't be much of a review, but just a preview of what you sort of get. And mate of mine, Stewie, helped me set it all up already. We've had a little go of it, but just thought I'd give you a little rundown on this guy. Seems to work pretty well, but yeah, she comes with it's a combo welder, so it'll do stick welding, arc welding, it'll do MIG welding, and it'll do TIG welding, but I'll probably just use it for mainly MIG and maybe a little bit of stick welding. So it comes with your MIG lead and handle nozzle, and it also comes with the earth lead, which you attach to your workpiece. That's good. It comes with the this is your arc welding handpiece, which plugs in there as well. So you change that out, swap out your MIG piece and put your arc handpiece in a different slot next to it over here. And so that's 1, 2, 3. It comes with a gas line if you want to do gas welding with like a protective gas when you're doing the MIG welding. Also comes with a regulator they give you. You can attach to a argon mix gas bottle or weld mix or whatever it is, so you can check your pressures. And it comes with what else it comes with? It comes with a spool holder for a larger spool of wire. That's a smaller spool there. Get you in there. So that's better. That's a smaller spool. That weighs about nearly a kilo, that spool of wire, so it's quite heavy. And that's 0.9. This machine will run 0.8 and 0.9 gas or gasless, and it will do I think up to about 180 amps on your stick welding. And they give you a heap of here's some other spare parts here. So spare tips and nozzles for your MIG welding, little spanner to undo the nozzles, and that's the other wheel that you use for gas welding, and it has two different sizes of wire here, 0.8, 0.9, and there's also one already in behind here that runs the gasless wire. They're a little bit different, got different grooves in them. You've got to make sure you've got the right roller on, but it's all in the manual when you get it, so that's all good. So that's a smaller spool holder, and then your larger one obviously goes on there and sits out about here, so it's quite a big roll. But this here lasts you ages, especially for me. I won't be doing a great deal, it's more of a sort of a fixing bits and pieces here and there. I store those in there, don't get in the way, that's fine when you're using it. That's all good. And it's got a tension adjustment here, it's got a tension adjustment here and here. And the other thing is too, when you're doing your gasless or gas welding, if I can just get down there, can I get down there? I'll take this off here, hang on a second. There we go, yeah, like a tripodless here. You've got to change your polarities. Maybe I'll zoom out a bit wobbly. If you're doing from gas to gasless, you've got to change your polarity. So I had to change that over to negative polarity there. Polarity. Yeah, but that's all in the manual. But make sure you check that if you get one of these machines. Check that. Make sure you got it the right way around the front. So you've got your that's your handpiece for your MIG there. It goes into here. Your handpiece, these can go either way as well. Earth and handpiece for your arc welding, and that's your gas hook up there. which I haven't used yet. And then above that you got your dials. You can choose between stick, MIG or TIG here. It lights up which one you're on. I'm not sure about that one yet, 2T, 4T. Could be something to do with the TIG welding, but it's got a display up here for your, that'll set your, for MIG it'll set your current, I think it is. And the other one over here will set your wire speed for MIG. When you've got it switched on to arc, that'll set your amperage. And then there's something called arc force, which I've never heard of, but it's in the book. You can adjust your arc force with that. Wave control, I haven't used that yet, so yeah, look in the manual if you need to use it, I suppose. But she's not a bad little unit. $500, Bunnings. Oh, pardon me. Get up. Okay, and I went and bought a. So we have used it before, and I want to do some. I'm still learning how to weld. I know how to do a little bit, but I want to go out there. I've got some steel outside that Stewie Ryan's been nice enough to get me. Some offcuts, just some offcuts out of the bin, just so I can have a little bit of a practice. So thanks for that, Stu. Appreciate that. And also went out and bought a welding mask, one of these old style ones. All the consumables for this particular weld are quite cheap. Inexpensive, I should say, so that's quite good. This is a preset, what do you call it, preset mask, so it's always dark when that's closed. When you open it up you can see through, straight through there. So you close her up, she goes dark. I think it's set to about 11. They call it DIN, I'm not sure what DIN stands for, but that'll you flick that up and down. So I got that. And my mate Stu said you can actually get the auto darkening lenses for it. So he's going to search around for one of those for us. Apparently you can get them from Bunnings or something. You take out the existing lens, put your auto darkening lens in, then put your clear over the top so you don't destroy your lens, auto darkening lens. So I'll do that to that. But in the meantime, the old boy, old Daddo's lent me his welding mask. It is one of those auto darkenings. So, and I think that's set to, what's that set to? 11. Yeah, it's set to 11 at the moment. So, a bit of the same darkness as this one over here. Oh look, I can see my reflection. Yeah, so that's handy. I've used that a couple of times. That works well. Just means you don't have to keep flipping the visor. But we'll get a lens for that eventually. They're quite a good little unit. So we use that when I go and have a weld, which I won't do this video. I'm just doing a quick review here. Gloves, bought some gloves, only like not even 20 bucks, a set of leather gloves, perfect, cheap enough. Tips are really inexpensive. The nozzles, they're quite inexpensive, the insides are inexpensive. I went out and bought, so there's your original handpiece for your arc welder, and I'm going to swap that out today because I have used Dad's arc welder lots, and he's got one of these handpieces here that look more like that goes in there. You probably recognise that one. So I'm going to swap that one, take that off, and put this one on. I just like these better. They've got better feel, and the rods sort of tend to stay in the holder a bit better, I reckon. So I'll just pause this, and I'll come back and I'll do a little clip of me changing that over. All right, cheers. Right, here we are. So all I've done here, I'll show you how it was. That was in there. That was in there, and that's screwed into there like so. Like so. Am I going to be able to do this or not? It's going to make a lie out of me. That was in there like so. Oops, there we go. That was in there like that. Anyway, that was in there like that. I'm going to have to put this in again later. But so I undid it. Good, lovely. Kept all that together, which we don't need to touch. That comes out of there, and that's where you undo these Allen keys. They give you a couple of sets of Allen keys here, and they give you two little steel plates. I'm not sure what they're for, probably to grip the wire. So I'll take both those out. Here we go. Looks like the Allen keys are the same, looks like they're the same. undo those. There we go, just so that, must be a thick wire, just so it just misses. There, good. Keep the grub screw in here though. Good, leave that there. Right, we'll grab the other handpiece, which is here. Alright, good. Now this here, I think you just undo it here. And that's it. Sure, we had this off the other day, so we had a bit of a look at it. Undo that there. Put that screw there. Now what happens here? That comes out like so. Here we go. Cool, so that's going to have to slide off once I undo it. So it looks like it's 2 Allen keys again, and they will be different sizes of course to these. Alright, I'll just go and get some Allen keys to suit that from outside, and then we'll undo that. Right, we're back. Got my Allen keys. Let's undo these two. It was tight, I actually loosened that off before. It was about that tight. Undo that. Okay. Pull those up. There should be plenty. That wire should just pop straight out. Should pop straight out. What I might do is just take them all the way out then. Save any confusion. And then that wire should pop straight out. Don't lose them. That wire should, hang on a second, what have I done here? Hang on, there's 2 more Allen keys underneath. Hang on a second, or is there? No, there's not. No, there's not, it's just wire. Okay, that's out. So what we'll do is we'll take that off there. I think I'll destroy that wire, probably. Watch your fingers. Take that straight off there. That's all. So that's that. That's part of that. Good. And then what we want to do here is put this handle on first, because that'll be a rookie mistake. We'll go over here. That's part of that. Put that on there. Right, that's not right, is it? No, that's not how it works. No, you don't do that. No, you don't need to do that. Okay, put this straight on here. I wonder what those... What are they for? I wonder if they go in there like that. I reckon they go on top and clamp it down. Maybe over the top and underneath. Ooh, ooh, ow, ow. So, if I go like so, one underneath, yeah, one on top, and then 5 hands do this, one on top, make sure that's on top properly, push it in with this, that's as far as it goes. I'll tighten it up a little bit. It seems to be working right. That's good. Tighten it up a bit. Normally you'd put a handle over the top first, but this one goes up inside the handle, so I'll show you what I mean in a sec. Tighten that up. Yeah, this is good. Nice fit. I think that seems to be working right. Yeah, see how that, I know you can see that. You can see it's just clamping down it nicely when I put one underneath, one on top. I'd say that's what it's for. Tighten them right up so it won't come apart. This will be one time only gig, this one. Tighten that. Get the Allen key to go in there, here we go. Yeah, I bought another tool too. I got some steel off Stewie, so I wanted to make some nice clean cuts. So I bought the Ryobi metal cut-off saw about 3 weeks after I got this welder, because I wasn't going to be grinding it by hand. It was too messy. So I did a couple of cuts out a day, and they came up quite well. It's actually not a bad saw. I'll do a little review on that. I can review that one. So, I mean, I'll review the welder as well eventually. So it just slides up inside there from the bottom. Now I've got to try and get that screwed back on here. All I've got to do is screw that on there, and I'm laughing. Barfing. So to make sure that's pushed up there all the way. I'm hoping that turns. Is it going to work for me? It's working now. Alright, I didn't have that pushed up enough before. Screw that up. Fantastic. And as you screw it up, I don't know whether you can see inside there. That clamps down, the little brass bit. You might be able to see it. It's up at the moment. I'll just do a few more times. You can see it start coming down already. There you go. It's down. And it's clamping up there. That's how it works. As you screw it up, there you go, it's fully closed now. What can I put in there to just show you? Hang on a second. I'll put one of these in here. Right, so that's all loose. Tighten her up. Tight, that's how it works. You put your electrode in there. Loosen. Cool. So that's done. That's right to go. The old one, I'll put him back together. Oh, man. Put these in here. This might take a second. Don't lose that. Put that in there. So, oh no, keep it as a spare, I suppose. And oh, you might be able to, fucking flog it off or something. Someone. Or give it away. That's not it. This one. Do that back up. Just so I don't lose them. Yeah, it's just out here. I mean, that would have been fine, this one. It just clamps like that. Instead, it holds the electrode like that. But I've used the other ones before. Stewie said get the other one too. He's a welder. That's his job, so he knows his shit. But I can just stay there. Chuck that onto there. Put that screw back in here. If something ever happens, I need a spare one. There's a spare one. Oh no, that's cool. So, keep going. There we go. Done. Well, that's just a brief review of that welder. Come over here. Ooh. Pardon me. See, good little unit so far. I've done a little bit with it, but I haven't recorded anything. And I'm still learning how to weld, so I'm going to, next video will probably be taking it outside, set up a bit of steel which I've already cut, and just tack it together and then do a little bit of a weld there. This is gasless wire. It's not too bad, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's got a flux inside the wire, so it cleans up quite well. The welds are pretty good. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like the videos. And there's more to come. I'm going to do a review on the old, there's the metal cut-off saw. It's a Ryobi. I won't go into it now, but yeah, I'll do a review on that later. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you soon.